or you'll, yeah, stay in. Okay. Somebody else stay in. All right, so our chapter 2 test. Hopefully not so bad. It's gonna, you'll be able to use a calculator. It's gonna be on Monday. Very similar to what we did last time. The last time, I mean, really, you guys did pretty well with that. There wasn't, like, not big concerns. You can, but again, bring a calculator that you're comfortable with using. So if you've been using mine, that's fine. Just be aware though that don't want to grab one, like don't take one out of the bin that you've never really seen before. Make sure we have one that you're comfortable with. We can figure that out. All right. So kind of just quickly running through the different topics we talked about in this section. So basically everything that we've talked about so far about the fractions, will be on there. So being able to convert back and forth from mixed to improper. So if it's mixed, you're going to make it improper. If it's improper, you're going to make it mixed. So if you guys recall the 9 2/3, I think Luke had mentioned to us that we multiply the bottom by the big number, add the top. Some of you guys found the button on your calculator, whatever you ended up doing. So 3 times 9 plus 2 goes on top if my board wants to play nicely.
It's never going to play nice.
So this ends up being 3 times 9 is 27, plus 2 is 29 thirds. So there's our new fraction. Oh, you'll be fine.
It's not going to go well. It's however the first doesn't come here to bottom.
All right, so 17/6, again, some of you guys found the button in your calculator. Really what you were doing is we're saying how many times does 6 go into 17? So 6 goes into 17 2 times, because 6 times 2 would be 12. But 12 is 5 short of 6. So again, if you guys want to, there is a button in your calculator that converts back and forth. It's like the 10 button, like kind of in the middle top. And so this would be a good thing maybe to ask about while we're working on homework today. If you don't know how to do some of those conversions, let's, sit in the grass together and figure it out. Like, we'll give it, that you're able to find out how to do that. And you can decide which way is faster for you, it's fine. All right, when we add, subtract, multiply, and divide fractions, I would suggest doing a little bit of estimation to think about, does your answer make sense? Because sometimes we go to plug these in and we're way off on the answer. We don't even think about it because we're just like blindly putting things into our calculator. So I'm taking 5, I'm taking something around 3 or 4 away. So I'm assuming my answer is going to be between 1 and 2. So I'm going to put this on my calculator because mixed numbers, I would need a common denominator, kind of a big pain. Except I'm not super fast with like the calculator and fractions just because I don't think I do it very often. I think normally I would just choose to do it by hand. And so my calculator gives me 3 halves. Now again, I don't really like that because this is a mixed number. So I prefer it as a mixed number. So remember, you can do, there's a conversion that switches it back. So it's 1 1/2. So I prefer this answer. On the test, I would probably say leave it as a mixed number. I would give you those directions so that you can make sure you have your answer in the right form. So being comfortable making those switches. Now this next one, I'm multiplying a number around 5 to 3, so I'm guessing it's going to be around 15. So again, I'm kind of saying that out loud just so that you guys think about these as we do it and you're not just like grabbing your calculator and not really thinking about what's actually happening. So this is 31 over 2, which ends up being 15 1/2. And then in 12, you have the keep, switch, flip, but I'm okay again if you're okay with the calculator. This one's probably a little bit tougher to estimate because it's a number like under 1 divided by another number under 1. So we get 10 thirds. Oh gosh, wow, that looks like, couldn't even do that if I tried.
15 is greater than
Yeah. It likes that. I think sometimes my elbow goes too close. I don't know. So 10 thirds. not being a mixed number, but I'll be really clear on the test with you guys with directions. But this would be 3 1/3 if we switched it back over. Okay? Yeah, and I just had a moment where I'm concerned that I didn't actually copy this homework assignment. Did I? Oh, I did. I'm better than I thought. Okay, I was worried that I was going to have to like go do my homework and you guys were going to have to.
We don't have any more then.
No, that wouldn't have. What's a weekend without homework?
A great weekend. A good weekend.
A
weekend where I
decide
sleep.
party.
What would you do with yourselves?
No, I would sleep. I would sleep and relax. And
I
then
would watch
go
the
next
one
week.
and at the same
I
time.
would practice swimming. Snoring.
Did you guys read did you hear the announcement about the Chiefs, like the Sargento's hiring? And one of their perks was that like, yeah, that there's cheese in the lunchroom. And I was like, quitting my job here. Like, okay, great.